Hey gang, this is Mike with my Real Estate Dojo, and today's lesson is about how to monetize on Facebook organically or totally for free. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about how to make money from Facebook. Now, before I go ahead and break down step-by-step procedures, I want to explain to you as a business owner the challenges that I had to face with Facebook so you don't make the same mistakes and lose money like I have. Well, let's go ahead and rewind back a couple of years. You know, a couple of years I had a Facebook manager, a couple of people. I paid them anywhere from $300 to $400 to $600 a month. And what these individuals did for me, supposedly, is do my Facebook marketing. And as a business entrepreneur that owns 3 businesses and has rental properties and does free mentoring and etc., I really just trusted in them that they knew what they were doing. So month after month, I ended up paying them $400-600 a month and really didn't get any kind of results that I was happy about, because maybe I would get 1 or 2 customers every 6 months, or even less, maybe 1 or 2 customers a year. And what these guys were doing, these professional Facebook or social media marketers, you know, that I paid heavily to, you know, they were just posting online on the Facebook timeline over and over, really not engaging with customers. And so I ended up losing a lot of money, where I decided to say, you know what, it's time for me to learn about Facebook. And this all happened right after, you know, I was divorced. Maybe 6 months later, you know, I decided to actually, excuse myself, I'd whore myself out on the internet, per se, through YouTube and Facebook. It all started with the YouTube because, you know, after I was divorced, I was kind of down and under, and you know, I always remembered that whenever you're down and under, for me at least, it always made me feel good to help people out. And so I knew I had a significant amount of education and value from all the mistakes I've done and successes I had because of my mistakes. So I decided to go ahead and pop myself on YouTube video to help pass on my knowledge as a real estate investor and entrepreneur to other people. That said, coming back to, that's how I got on YouTube, and that which led me to, since I was already out there and whoring myself out, go ahead to be on Facebook. But I'm glad I did, because I was the type of individual I didn't want anybody to know who I was, if I own any businesses, because of all the liabilities in America. But you know, now that I'm whoring myself on cyberspace, I figured, why stop only at YouTube? Why not move to Facebook and other social medias? And once I rolled up my sleeve and I started doing my due diligence, I really had significant amount of time where I could just crush book after book and form after form and pay some guru so I can learn about this stuff that I'm about to teach you totally for free, guys. So now, this is very, very important. If you want to have success on Facebook, it's not about just posting on your timeline, hey, this is what I do, hey, this is me, hey, this is me, this is me, or this is what I ate, this is my dog. That's not going to get you kind of the results that you're looking for, okay? You know, let me rewind a little bit. Old school marketing was, here's my company, here's my flyer, here's my product, here's the features, buy me, okay? And the new school marketing is only one thing, really caring. You don't have to sell. As long as you care and you're a good person, people are going to gravitate towards you, okay? So that's the secret that I really want you to take away from what I'm going to show you, because I'm going to show you step by step what I've done to get business on Facebook when I didn't know anything about social media, but I just dove in, took massive action, worked every fucking day, read as much information as I could, okay, to become a master at it per se, and get higher levels of belt instead of just the white belt, okay? Now, one of the most important thing about social media is that you really have to care, and you're not here to sell your stuff. You're not here to say, buy me, or this is me. I'm a realtor, I'm an investor, I'm a moving company. It's really not about that. It's really about caring. And if this is the only thing you're going to take out of this conversation, note that if you want to do the new era of marketing, It's not about pushing your products or your flyers or what the hell you do. It's more about your audience. This really has nothing to do with you. It's the value you provide for your audience that's going to enable them to follow you and support you, if it's by voting for you with their dollar bill, or if it's about them just sharing your post to allow other people to see it, or them referring you out. Okay, so it's not about I'm going to do a punch and then a knockout's going to come afterwards. This is not that kind of marketing. Okay, Facebook marketing, social media marketing is about, let me plant a seed, let me plow the ground, let me plant a seed, let me water it, eventually it's going to harvest for me. So it's just a long process. That said, it doesn't mean that you don't have a Facebook account, you're going to get up, you're not going to make some money, okay, as soon as possible. It just depends what type of services and products you service. But just remember, this is not, you're not going for a knockout. What you're doing is planting a seed. So let's dive in. Let me show you exactly, step by step, what I do on Facebook to have generated myself thousands of dollars through just referrals, which means that I didn't pay for any of the marketing on Facebook. This is not paid Facebook ads. This is just organic, which means that you put sweat equity and then you're going to get business from it totally for free. But you're going to have to put your sweat equity in, okay? And the name of the game is caring. You really have to care, okay? So let me go ahead and show you guys what I've done. I'm going to show you step-by-step procedure that I've implemented to advertise totally free on Facebook organically and generate business for buying homes, my moving company, Dr. Move, and even my real estate business, Plug-in Realty. And I'm gonna actually show you step by step what I've done. All right, so let's roll up our sleeve and get started, guys. Now, this thing is my Mike VA's daily job task, and this is basically what I have actually give to my virtual assistant to do on a daily basis, because I've actually spent a significant amount of time learning about Facebook marketing, had success with it. I was able to create systems, and then once I passed the system to my virtual assistant, and he implemented it and she implemented it, and we had success, then I knew I had a great system. And that's why I want to go ahead and show you guys how to do exactly what I've done fully for free. Okay, now again, please remember that when I got on Facebook, I didn't have any friends, I didn't have any family, I didn't know anybody, because I was in a 9-10 year relationship I didn't hang out with anybody besides my wife. So once we got divorced, I really didn't have anybody. And so when I got on Facebook, I had zero people, and really none of the people that I'll talk about or show you, any of them are my friends in a sense. And these people were just strangers that I cultivated a relationship with, and now we're friends, okay? If that makes any sense. So let me show you exactly what I do. Now, the number one rule of Facebook marketing or social media marketing is you have to care. This is not the old school marketing where you throw some advertisement up, or you talk about me, or my product, or my feature, or my benefit. It's not like that. That was old school way of marketing, okay, before the era of internet and the era of forums and blogs and reviews and stuff like that, guys, and Google, okay? The new way of advertising is more of, a farmer, where you plow the ground, you plant the seed, you water it, you baby the plant, and then eventually the plant's going to give you a harvest. And social media, the harvest two ways, guys. So it's not just one. One is that harvest becomes a paying customer, or two, that harvest is a person that's going to share your content. It's going to be a raving fan that's going to share your content with other people, with their other friends and family, where their friends and family indirectly support you. Either way, both of them are great harvests. Not everybody's going to be a paying harvest. Some people are going to be your promoters, your cheerleaders in a sense, that are going to go out there and cheer for you and for your home team. So let's go ahead and dive in and talk about what I do, okay? So what I have my virtual assistant do, this is on a daily basis. You have to do it every day, guys. You got to put that time into it, okay? Is that every day I post 3 to 5 times
a day, 7 days a week, and I recommend you guys do the same exact things. And I post at 8 in the morning, and around 12 like lunch, and then at nighttime. So if I was gonna only do 3, I try to pick the primary time when everybody has time to search or get on Facebook. So when I post 3 to 5 times a day, I get a lot of people that share my stuff. So the first thing you're gonna do once people start sharing your stuff is actually go and thank them. So when somebody shares your posting on your timeline on your Facebook, you really want to go and thank them, say, hey, thank you for sharing, have an amazing day. And what that does is shocks that person, because not that many people on Facebook are going to take their time to go thank you for sharing your stuff. So you instantly build that relationship with the person that's sharing, that hey, you do care, because caring is the name of the game, guys. And if you really don't care, then you shouldn't be in business. Okay, now for me, the next thing that I do is that I have my virtual assistant go on Facebook groups and post my dojo videos. So these videos that you're watching right now, I have my virtual assistant go to the Facebook group and post these videos. Now, if you don't have videos, you post your products, or you post, positive messages, or whatever the value is that you're creating, if it's like a coupon or things of that nature. But once again, I wouldn't really use like, hey, here's buy me, here's a coupon. I would use things that actually add value, and then have your virtual assistant or yourself go implement that on Facebook groups. Believe it or not, you're gonna get followers from that. Believe it or not, you're gonna get some referrals from that. Okay, it's gonna take a minute, because the seed doesn't harvest tomorrow. It takes a little time, guys. All right, now here's the next thing which I love the most. All right, there's a couple of things that I love the most, but the next one is C, which every day you need to get on your Facebook, go to the notification for birthdays, and wish people happy birthday at the very minimum. Okay, again, you wish them a happy birthday. Now, what I like to do is take a step further. I wish them a happy birthday, and I upload an image. And the image that I use is a fireworks, like 4th of July fireworks. But you use whatever you want. Just be professional about it, guys. What that's gonna do is differentiate you from all the other people that are posting happy birthdays to that individual, because most of their friends and family are just gonna type some text, and that's about it. Another thing you can put in there is a poem. I mean, if you have a cool poem or something that's positive and encouraging, then definitely use that instead of the image, or you can use all of it. All right. The next thing that I have you or my virtual assistant do, which I used to do myself, but now have a virtual assistant, is that I respond to all the comments on my posting. Since I post 3 to 5 times, I've got a decent following. People comment. So once they comment, this is what we're gonna do. First, we're gonna go like their comment. So if they comment on my Facebook, we're gonna go like it, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna respond to their comment in a positive way, like, hey, thank you, or a smiley face, okay? At this stage, the third thing, you're not gonna sell, okay? You're not trying to sell anything or use me or anything like that. You're just responding in a caring fashion, okay? In this whole step on this Facebook thing, for me personally, I've never asked for somebody to buy something from me. I've never asked them to use my services. I don't do that. I don't try to sell people anything. I'm just a very positive guy. I motivate people. I make people feel better. I see people's greatness in them, and so that's what I'm about. I've always been about that, and so that's what I post. People gravitate to me. I don't sell them anything. I let people know what I do for a living, but I'm not trying to, hey, buy from me, or come on, man, I got a discount, or come on, please. It's just not who I am. Okay. I let people know what I do, but I'm always out here adding value, and then people that like what I do and what I stand for, they're gonna gravitate towards me, just like the earth gravitates around the sun. All right, guys. So this is very important, responding to comments. And guys, I'm sorry if there's any spelling words in here. I really don't take time to spell stuff like that, because it's for my virtual assistants. I actually have videos that explain each one of these things, to my virtual assistants. Now, if you think this thing is valuable and you want to download my package that I actually give it to my VA with the videos to watch the trainings, how I exactly do it, because I'm not going into the videos because it'll take a long time, then you're more welcome to just notify me on the YouTube video, and I'll go ahead and send you the link. This is going to cost just a couple of pennies, but it's definitely going to get a lot of money in return for you, because like I said before, I was spending $400, $600, $300, $200, whatever you want on a Facebook manager or Facebook social media manager, and I wasn't getting a return on that, because most of them, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, because they're just getting money from you. You know, they don't have a vested interest like you. So the reason I got on Facebook myself, because I realized the power, and anything that has power, I have to be on top of it, not some worker. I have to know it so good enough so I can have success with it. Once I do that, I systemize it, and then I monitor the workers for them to make sure they're pedaling correctly, and then I leave it alone, okay? So it's very important that you get into it first and learn what the hell's going on before you pay somebody, and don't make the same mistakes that I did and lose a lot of fucking money. Excuse me, gentlemen and ladies. All right, the next step, this E is very, 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 very important. And this is how I really rocked it when I got on Facebook. Because like I said, I didn't have any friends. I didn't have any family. I really didn't have anybody besides just strangers. And what I would do is, anyone and everyone that became my new friend, what I would do is I would go into a Facebook timeline, and I would like at least 4 of their inner pictures of their cover or profile image. And what that means is I would sit there and really spend time and get to know these people, look in their images, go back 30, 40, 50 images, and I would like 4 of their cover images or profile images deep inside, where, you know, 6 months down, where they were like, wow, you know, this guy really cares about me, and he's going that far back and liking it, okay? And then the other thing I would do is that once I like 4 of their profile images, if it's images, you know, guys, you gotta like professional images. For example, you gotta like, you know, if they're with their family, with their baby, you know, don't, if you're a guy, don't start liking their pictures in a swimsuit, or, you know, something they're wearing erotic or something. You know, don't do that, because that's not gonna get your business. You know, what you need to do is like the pictures where, you know, it's professional, it's something that's caring, instead of just something that just motivates you internally, which is your sex drive in a sense, okay? So don't do that. So be neutral about it. Now, once you like 4 of their inner Facebook cover, then you're gonna go get on their timeline, and you're gonna scroll down, and you're gonna like 3 of their timeline posts, whatever it is. If it's something that you relate to, like it. But make sure you like politically correct stuff. So if the guy's like, you know, talking bad about, let's say, a race or somebody's color, and your values go against that, then don't like that, because that's not going to do anything for you. But like the stuff that you have similarities with, that is positive, is what I'm trying to say, guys. Because remember, this is a business, and so this is not your own personal Facebook, okay? Now, the number E is the most important one out of here, because when somebody friends you, you go like their pictures, a couple of them, then you can get on their timeline, you're gonna like a couple of their postings, and more importantly, you're gonna leave at least a minimum of 2 comments on their timeline, on their posting. So your new friends' postings, you're gonna leave 2 comments on their timeline. Make sure you scroll down so they're not like right back to each other, okay? That just adds value, because you care and you've gone so far back in that new friend's mind, okay? Now, let's talk about H. Now, this is very important too, and H is like my fans' timelines postings. Now, this is very cool, and I like it, is that when I do a post, let's say 50 people, or 100 people, or 150 people, or 300 people, whatever that number is, that like my post. So again, I post, X amount of people like my post. Every day, I will go and open my post, go and look in my likes, and then whoever liked it, I will go back into their timeline and start liking 3 of their pictures or their profile or their posting.
This is very, very important that you do this, because what that does is build that relationship further. What happened is that friend from Facebook liked one of your postings, and you're gonna go back and return that with 3 likes on their timeline. And you're gonna do that for every person or friend that liked, or customer that liked your postings, guys. So this is very important. All this stuff takes a little time, but you gotta put that time in for that seed to come out of the ground, to become a strong branch or strong plant for it to be able to give you a harvest. And if you don't want to do that, then then social media is not for you. Okay, you have to want to do it and get really good at it, and then delegate it to somebody else. I highly recommend delegating to a virtual assistant, where you maybe pay them anywhere from $150 a month or up to $400 or $500 or $1,000 a month, and they're working like 40 hours a week for you, and they can do a variety of different stuff as well. All right, let's scroll down to F. All right, on F, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get to your Facebook account, and you're gonna click on the home button, and on the news feed, you're gonna go down and you're gonna like all of your friends' postings on a daily basis. So if you got 500 friends, you're gonna go down, if they posted something, you're gonna like it, okay? Assuming that it's politically correct, or you don't, like I said, you don't want to be posting sexual things, liking that, because that's not what your company represents, unless you're in the porn business or something. But normally, most people are not going to want to do that. All right, guys, I just showed you how I've used these steps. These steps, I created myself to trial and error. I've actually got results. After being on Facebook just for like 2 months, I was able to generate $7,000 of referrals from just strangers, just people that I had no idea before I got on Facebook. If they used me, or if they shared my stuff and some other of their friends used me, or they referred me out. So it's, $7,000, and I only put a little sweat equity in. It's a great return of my investment. But more importantly, I learned how to plant this tree from Facebook and harvest from it. And now that I've learned it, I'm passing that knowledge to you guys. So go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't listen to the naysayers, okay, guys? This is sure is going to take a little work, but it's way better than working for the man. It's way better than working the cubicle. These things don't cost anything besides your time and sweat equity, and there's no reason why not to implement it. I'm giving you totally for free. This is what I've used, and I had success with it. Okay, And last but not least, when you're posting on a Facebook timeline, make sure it's a positive post. Make sure it's just things that are going to add value to your customers or your friends or family. Don't just post negative stuff like, mom's sick. Don't post about, hey, I had a bad day, or there's so much negativity in the world. Be the leader, be the positive person, and try to motivate people, try to bring them up, and try to add value in their life. And that's where you're going to cultivate, success. Okay. The other thing is, when you post, it shouldn't just always be a one-way talk. Don't forget to ask questions. Okay. I remember I just asked a simple question like, here's some ideas. Hey guys, upload a picture of your pet. Really simple. And before I knew it, I had 60, 80 comments from different people, okay? That posting got 300, 400 likes. I got significant amount of comments by just asking a simple question, okay? Or, simple question as, what book do you guys recommend to read? Okay. What is a good restaurant do you guys recommend? Or what is the top restaurant you guys recommend in Dallas, Texas, or wherever you're at? So just remember, it needs to be a dialogue, and you really have to care. And so it's not always about just, hey, this is what I'm doing. And a lot of times it's just asking questions to have people interact with you, because the more they interact with you, the more they leave comments on your post, the more your newsfeed is going to show up in their newsfeed. So your really goal is to get them to engage with you, for them to like your post, leave comments, because the more they leave comments, the more they like your post, the more every time you post is going to get in their timeline, because Facebook just recently changed the algorithm where, you know, before I got into Facebook, it was easy. You know, you just post. If you have 500 followers, they all got to see it. Now, they changed the algorithm so much that if you have 500 followers or 500 friends or whatever it may be, if you post, they're not going to all see it, okay? Unless they liked your post, they commented on your post, or unless your post gets a significant amount of likes or comments, then it's going to get generated to all your followings. If you want it to be broadcasted to all your followings, then you have to use Facebook Pay. You know, they have a pay function where you can actually reach all your audiences, okay? But that's not what this talk's about. This talks about how... Hey gang, so if you want to see the actual videos where I actually go step by step, walking you through, just like I walk my virtual assistant through, then please leave a comment and I will send you the link. You could buy it for a few pennies. It's a great return on your investment. It's gonna change your learning curve. And I always go the extra mile. It's gonna be definitely worth it for you, I guarantee it. Totally for free, organically, and I've just shown you at least 6-7 ways that I've actually implemented, made money on Facebook, and now I'm passing the baton to you guys, and I hope you go out there and take massive action. If you have any questions, comments, leave it below and I'll answer them. If you like these videos, guys, please like, please share, and please subscribe, okay? Have a great day, gang, and I'll talk to you soon. Go out there and hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer.